Alright, there we go. Oh, look at that. Okay, get everything set up. Alright guys, we need to go ahead. I need to load up. Gotta load up a couple deals here. Make sure we get chat up on screen. Man, I still got a bunch of software updates I gotta make at some point. We'll figure that one out another time. Alright guys. We got Lumia in. That controls our lights. Air sending Twitch chat button miss. I don't have a problem with Twitch. I'm alright. Sweet. And then guys, just to test this, we'll throw up a little it's gonna be a color command. I'm just gonna type an exclamation point police. We should be getting red and blue lights. Yup. Alright, cool. I think we're about set and ready to go, guys. We're just gonna hop into Knights of the Old Republic. I'm gonna try to turn in some quests and just, I really want to try to get the ball rolling. I don't know where to go, how to get to certain people I need to talk to. So we're just gonna go through a little bit of a journey here. And yeah, dude, we're gonna run around the map, try to fulfill some quests. Basically, I want to push things along to where we're ready to go into like the next section of the game. So I can tell that we're still in the starting area. So I just want to get out of that, you know, and move on to what's next. So yeah, jumping into Knights of the Old Republic 1, and we're just gonna try to push our story along and see what progress we can make tonight. I probably won't be live for too long. You guys might see me live for like an hour, if that, tonight. I just wanted to see what we could do for progress. So that's the main focus right now, is just pushing progress and seeing where we can get to. All right, we're all set and ready to go. Let me go ahead and switch this on over. Already got our Xbox pulled up. That is perfect. All right. I'm gonna switch that out, boy. Should be all good to go. All right. And yes, guys, we are playing on the original Xbox. Running that straight through my capture card. I do want to get my stream pulled up on my tablet. Hey, WB! Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome back, dude. Coming through with the gifts. Oh, dude, I'm getting my stream pulled up on my tablet right now. But yeah, dude, I'm about to be right back at it. I'll be grinding for a little bit tonight. I probably won't be up on too late. I'm pretty much just looking to make a little bit of progress, because I'm ready to move on to the next area or the next section of this game. But like, all I have left to do is turn in a bunch of quests right now. So I've got to run around, figure out where people are. So it's just gonna be a lot of running around. Probably won't be a whole lot of fun to watch, but I figured I'd get that out of the way tonight, and then tomorrow night we come back stronger than ever, and we start pushing progression into whatever's next for us. Hopefully we get our lightsaber soon, bro. That's what I want.
I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark side.
Let's do it. All right. We are 5 hours in currently. Now this is like 5 hours in because we can't remember where to go to talk to people, but other than that, I'm like also figuring the maps out too. There we go. Alright, we got quests to turn in. We are not in the right area for that. So yeah, we're gonna head back. Bro, I can't remember how to get to certain people.
This elevator is off limits. It's obvious from the way you're... Well, why didn't you say so? Just be careful down there. There's...
I think we'll go back down. Back down to the lower city, maybe? Prophet class coming through with the like on the live. Much appreciated, man. Welcome to the stream. I'm about to just pop some more gum in. Pop some more gum in. We're gonna take a good old rip off the old Benjamin. And I'm gonna figure out where to go to turn in quests. Because I got a few people to talk to turn in quests, and I can't remember how to get to them. Like, that's been my biggest problem, is trying to figure out how to get back to people. Like, we have the serum, we have the Rak Ghul serum, we have the, I can't think of the I think it was like just like a swoop device. I think that's what they called it, the swoop device. We have that, but now we gotta take it back to our person that we were running that quest for, which I think is Gadon. And I don't, once again, I don't remember how to get back to him. Like, I don't remember how to get to these people I've talked to. The game doesn't hold your hand and tell you, hey, they're this way, you should head this way on the map. They don't hold your hand like that. You gotta just remember where the hell they were. Beck base, hidden Beck base, that's it. 100%, that's it. I gotta go there. We're actually in a really good spot right now. Honestly, do I just go? No, I need to turn around. Yep. All right, perfect. This is like one area we really needed to kind of go to for one of our main quests. So there's the cantina. We'll go just past that, and then we get to the Beck base. We gotta go through here. So we're gonna go talk to Gadon. We're gonna give him his little swoop device, and then in turn, we should eventually get this person that we've been trying to search for the longest time. I'm kind of hoping it progresses that main storyline. These guys are like, they're like, in my opinion, they're kind of like the good guys. There we go.
You have returned. You have the prototype swoop engine accelerator with you? I was beginning to wonder if you would make it. The race is tomorrow, and my mechanics need time to install the prototype into the swoop engine of our bike.
Okay, let's do it.
Don't worry. I'm a man of my word. I promised you could ride in the swoop race under the Hidden Beck banner, and I'm still going to let you do that. And I'm even going to go one better.
We're gonna do the race?
I'm going to let you ride the swoop bike with the prototype accelerator installed on it. Without it, you won't stand a chance.
Gadon, you can't be serious. We need one of our best riders on that bike. We can't let some rookie take the prototype engine into the race.
We'll be fine. Yo, look at us. We're starting to look all geared up, bro. This is dope. What's our response? I'll win it.
I have to be honest with you. There's a reason I'm letting you take the prototype engine. The accelerator isn't stable. There's a good chance it could explode during the race.
Yo,
I can't ask one of my own riders to take the risk.
Okay, so he doesn't want to risk it of his own riders' lives on this, but he's okay with us doing it because he's like, he doesn't know us. We're new.
The accelerator overheats.
He's like, if you die,
I
don't care.
If you die, then one of my other riders could still come through for me.
Sounds a little cruel. But it also sounds reasonable considering he doesn't really know us. So, you know, like, how can you put that much trust into us?
You can stay here tonight. The mechanics need time to install the accelerator on the engine, so you won't be able to practice your riding. But I've got good instincts, and you have the look of a racer about you. Just try to relax, and in the morning we'll take you to the swoop track.
I can't wait to see, like, how the mechanics work for this thing. Considering how old this game is, they gotta be, like, pretty jank, right? So we're going to the racing pits? Bro, what's gonna happen here? Okay, so you're the one who's trying to ride this swoop bike, eh? Don't worry, I've been working on the accelerator and stability won't be a problem for you. Yeah, don't mention that you've never done this before. You want me to run over the basics of handling a swoop bike for you? Sure, tell me. Let's go. I've never done this before. I don't know what to expect. Try to crash into anything. There's debris and obstacles scattered all over the course, so watch out. Okay. All swoops are equipped with dynamic deflector systems, so hitting an obstacle won't cause you to crash, but it will shake you up a bit and slow you down. Gotcha. Like Mario Kart, maybe. Maybe? I guess we'll see. Track also has accelerator panels built into its surface. It sounds like a lot like Mario Kart, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When the engine starts running hot, you'll get a warning and you'll have to switch gears. Other than that, just try to hang on and you'll be fine. Okay, doesn't sound too risky, I guess. We'll see where this takes us. I don't know how I feel about this. So he's got to post a fast time. It's not like we're all lined up doing the same race together and on the same track at the same time. Normally they can run as many heats as they want, but I don't know how long the prototype accelerator on your swoop will hold up. No more than 4 or 5 races, I guess. Okay, keep that in mind. 4 to 5 races, that's about as long as it's gonna hold up, and it'll blow up on us. So make your runs count. Gadon's put his trust in you. I'm talking about how they needed to win over the Volkars. I'll give you the time to beat and get you out on the course, okay? Good luck and don't worry about the prototype overheating and exploding while you're out on the track. That probably won't happen. Okay, that makes me feel safe. So we just gotta go to the announcer. They just stuck us in a different looking area, and I was already like, okay, what's going on here? But yeah. Riding for the hidden Becks. Let's go. Let's do this. Hope they can show these Volkars a thing or two, but I digress. We're registered, okay. Whenever you're ready, you can hit the track. I want to race one of my heats. What's the time to beat? Oh, Red Rose has the best time. 38 seconds and 40. Wait. 38 minutes and 43 seconds? What? Either way, no. That's gonna be like 38 seconds, I bet. So 38 seconds. Main thing we gotta beat. Same as usual, he's pushing himself beyond his limits, and he hit some debris on the track. The deflectors kept him from crashing, but the force of the impact jarred him from his swoop. Okay, so one of the racers went missing. I don't know what the controls are gonna be like on this. I'm worried, guys. I'm worried. Yo, thank you so much for that like coming through over there on YouTube. Let's go. In case you guys are new to the channel, we are currently live on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and TikTok. Which reminds me. Alright, so press A to accelerate and shift gears. Use the left thumbstick to avoid obstacles and hit accelerator pads. That doesn't sound too bad. I gotta get my charger up and running. Okay, really it's just those two controls. A to go forward left thumbstick to pretty much avoid everything on the track. That doesn't sound bad at all. Guys, we're probably gonna do terrible this run, but we're gonna see what happens. This is like pod racing, bro. Come on now. Oh, I didn't, guys. That makes a lot more sense, bro. .9 seconds. That wasn't bad. That was kind of cool. Okay. A little racing game within this, like, obviously not being like the main game controls. That was pretty cool. That was actually really fucking cool. I wouldn't mind doing that more. God, someone who's never ridden Swoop before today comes in, and wait a minute. Bookers just beat your time. Oh, retros. Oh boy. It's okay, the day ain't over yet, and the accelerator's still holding together. You just have to get out there again and show them how it's done. Bet. Good. We get to race again. I like this. Let's do it. Hell no. I'm doing this shit again. That was dope. Once I actually understood those controls. I want to race one of my heats. Time to beat 29:18. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Dude, this is awesome. I love this. I hope they have this racing in KOTOR 2 as well. We still beat it. 25 seconds. Let's go. I hit debris, guys. I hit debris. That was not good.
She offered to. She enjoyed it out. And really good. And she began Gorubia. And now for the Dufta.
Alright. Just gotta know what it's doing. Right at first, the only thing. Wait for the time to become official and go collect your prize. Alright. Wait, we got it, bro? Oh, yeah. I did it already, guys. 2 races, bro. Hell yeah. Let's go, bro. Alright. Well, Champion's Prize. Bridging. Leader of the Black Vultures.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated.
What? I don't even know what to run.
Your swoop bike was using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm withdrawing the Vulca's share of the victory prize.
Uh-oh. He's going against our most sacred traditions.
Fool. Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the
Oh man, bro.
future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
That's
I might
crazy.
have something to say about that, Brezhik.
Oh, she's the Force, bro. She's the Jedi.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind.
I told you guys. I
Mistake
told you
you
she was a
won't live to
Jedi.
regret.
Let's go.
Vulcus, to me!
Yeah.
Kill this woman! Kill the
Oh, this
swoop
is
rider!
sick.
Kill them all!
Hell yeah. Oh man, I love this. Okay, this is really cool. There we go. Come on, power attack. Something. I feel useless. I'm just missing every hit. It doesn't make sense. There we go. Knocked him. Give me that loot. Double-bladed lightsaber. I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for that to show up. That's insane. Yes. Oh. Guys. We got a lightsaber. This is a first. I have been waiting for this to happen for so long. Don't mind if I just level up real quick now. We're gonna go persuade now. Treat injury. Nah, I'm not even gonna worry. I'll just accept. Yep. Okay. Beats. So I think we have a double-blade lightsaber now. Implants. We'll work with implants too. So now we can actually equip this. I actually don't want to equip that stuff. But what I do want to equip, please just give me the double-bladed lightsaber. This is insane. Can I equip this item? You don't have the prereqs. Oh my gosh. Dude, this sucks. What? What's the prereq for that? Feats required, weapon proficiency, lightsaber. Where's that prereq at? Feats. I don't know where to get that, bro. Oh well, I'm just not gonna worry about it. Let's see what happens.
Well, maybe those bloody Vulcans will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi
Bro, this is
prisoner.
who we've been
As
waiting
for you,
to
you
meet
think
for a
you can want
minute.
me as a prize. Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs? Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. In case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help.
Man.
In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brezhik and his Volkers would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess.
What? Oh, please, I would have killed them all. Yo, what up, David, over there on TikTok? Dude, welcome to the stream, man. You just have to wait until you go to Tatooine? Or is it actually Dantooine? I think you've got things confused. You were a helpless prisoner until I came along.
I may have been a prisoner, but a Jedi is never helpless. Maybe you've heard of a little thing called the Force?
The Force, yes.
Be too hard on
Can we use those abilities yet? Is that a thing?
Even if it didn't go quite as planned. So let's get down to business.
I just want to be a Jedi, man. I want to throw lightsabers at people and just come in and cause chaos, bro.
Are we the only two survivors left?
I'm excited. I can't wait to see where this game's gonna be going, like what direction it's going, and it's first ever playthrough, and this is great.
Karth Onasi is alive. Finally, some good news. Karth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over.
Let's go.
And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you. Karth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please take me to Karth right away. Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here.
Bet. Okay. Yo, this is sick. I'm finally getting further in this game. There for the longest time, guys, I didn't know. Oh, it's her. It's her in the vision. She's fighting someone, a Sith. Trying to see who's all in this vision, man. This looks crazy. Darth Revan. Oh man, okay.
Bastila, you're alive. Finally, things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
Got her back to Karth. Let's do this.
Plan to get off Taurus yet? What have you been doing all this time?
Yo, we're gonna get off the planet?
I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taurus will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brezhik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get...
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation
she's a little bossy. I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about her.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Oh shit. They're getting rowdy now.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Karth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice.
Alright, let's do this.
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock.
Also, if you guys know of like a lot of
well said,
if you guys know of a lot more Star Wars games that are out there, feel free to let me know in chat. I'm trying to pretty much play through most of them. We're just starting off with Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. It's our very first 2 Star Wars games we're playing in this massive series. Alright.
I think we'll need some help getting off Taurus. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something
Going to the
wrong?
cantinas.
You
All
seem as if
right.
something's troubling you.
Oh, yep, the vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
Yep, she's fighting someone, but we don't know who. So,
This is strange. Such visions are often a sign of force sensitivity.
that's us. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories. The force is complicated.
See
Even
what
I,
she
with all
says.
my
So we're
training,
telling her
cannot
that
fully
this isn't
understand
the
it yet.
first time
This
we've
is a matter
had
best
a
left to the
dream like
wise
this.
masters of the Jedi Council.
Or vision.
Once we escape Terrace, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now.
Alright, bet.
We can't afford
Okay.
any distractions. We need to find a way off Terrace.
Find a way off Terrace. Cool. Well, we've got Mission and Z in here. We got the whole crew, guys. Can we make a lightsaber? Upgrade item. We got a yellow crystal. Oh boy, this is cool. Okay, guys, I really like this. Rhino Clark, thank you so much for the follow. This is cool. We can kind of like build our own little lightsaber. That's insane to me. So feats required: weapon proficiency, lightsaber, which I don't have. These exotic weapons are rare and most often associated with Jedi. Oh well. All we have is a yellow crystal. Yeah, any armor upgrades? Nope. Maybe I'm just big chillin' then. I want to bring Z, and I bring Bestila. Yep, this is the configuration I want. It definitely is. You just have to. Oh, okay, big bet. All right, so we're gonna run with this crew. I don't know where we gotta go. Crystals placed in the hilt of the lightsaber affect its power, abilities, and color.
Inkin kun no ba muli ra chinkun. Tongai tun kun ching ni boboji mata.
Yes, that'd be us.
Dolpi kiknyunyan.
Alright, yep, that's right. We are that rider that he's talking about from the Big Swoop Grace. A message from Candace Ordo says to meet him in the cantina. Okay. A Mandalorian? Oh, bro. I advise you not to wait too long. Mandalorians are known for many things, but patience is not one of them. Oh, yep, definitely, guys. We're gonna go meet with the Mandalorian in the cantina. This could be a crazy little interaction. I wonder how it'll kind of go for us. I gotta remember how to even get to the cantina. City. Gotta go to the upper city south. I can't remember how I got all the way to the cantina. Like, this is what I'm talking about. I always end up back at my hideout, but then I forget how to get from place to place. And it basically turns into a running simulator for 20 minutes. Upper City Cantina. Actually, that's probably gonna be it, bro. I don't see them sending me all the way back down to the cantina as you're getting down to the lower city. Oh, what you want to talk about?
How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces.
Okay, well.
Yes, I realize that, of course.
Okay,
But
we were
surely
looking
there was
for
more
her.
to it than a simple search. I doubt there were flashing signs pointing you in my direction, yet somehow you found me. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulca prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus Swoop champion. That's quite a resume.
Yes, I did. We're very talented. And rescued the damsel in distress. Don't forget that. That's funny.
Your modesty is admirable. But though others helped, you were the catalyst for these events. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course.
Bro, this
but only by
okay.
drawing heavily upon the Force.
Where I just know, yes. I'll give me Force abilities. Come on, let me do some cool shit.
The Force is in all of us. Though for most people it's barely a measurable whisper. But there are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success. Though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... Ah, yes, the rescue again.
We're gonna remind her
For
about
what
the
it's
rescue
worth,
once
I concede the
again.
point to you. You rescued me from Breshik, and yet we're still stuck here on Taurus. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
Alright, cool. It's the cantina. Let's go speak to this person. I believe it should be the cantina. Yep, cantina entrance. Let's go. Now I think we'll just speak to someone in here and maybe we'll complete another quest too. We might be there. I just can't remember. Can't remember who we spoke to over here before.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange.
Oh,
The
no.
hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do.
No, not...
Mandalorian
No,
mercs
he
like
works
me
for
are hiding
him, bro.
But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet.
Oh, he wants to get off. Okay, we might be leaving the planet with him. He might be another crew member. He might be part of our little party. Oh, that's gonna be pretty sweet.
I've got a plan to escape Taurus,
He knows
but
how
I
he's
can't do
gonna
it
escape
alone. I need
Taurus.
someone I
We'll
know
be able
can
to
get
get
the
off.
job done to help me. That's where you come
We'll be able to get
You
it
don't
off
need to ally
planet.
yourself with this
Dude,
person.
this is gonna be
We should
cool.
move on while we can.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base.
Oh.
I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns.
Damn. Okay.
Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk. Not yet. First you bring me the launch codes. Then I'll tell you the rest of my plan.
Seems risky, bro. I feel like he's gonna cheat us.
Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it.
Oh, man.
Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that.
Oh,
Davik
yeah,
was having one custom built by Jedi Council. Just tell her Candaris sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission. He won't care how I come up with those codes. Normally I do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
I don't know whether I kind of want to take this deal. This looks like a fun mission. We have to steal the Sith codes. We'll have a chance to get off this planet, dude. Oh, we gotta do it. I've got to deal with them.
Any deception from him, which is
this will be cool. Joe Dirk, thank you so much for the like on the live. Much appreciated. Welcome back to the stream, man.
You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
Yeah, so we gotta go after these launch codes, which means we have to go purchase a droid that we can slice into that military base with. All right, dude, this is gonna be pretty cool. The work's been crazy, but I'm glad to see you started KOTOR. Yes, sir, dude. Yes, sir. Oh man, yeah, work's been a little crazy for me too. Yesterday I was like wanting to stream, but I think I ended up working. You said, did you already? Oh, the cards. I didn't understand the cards, so like I thought I was gonna complete it, but I never beat the guy. I'm assuming that's like more of a side quest. Said, dude, it's fun. Yeah, I just never understood. I never looked it up. Like that's what I gotta do. Is just I gotta look up, see exactly how you play, and then maybe that's something I'll do tonight, right before I pass out for the night. I might just look some of that stuff up before falling asleep and just figure it out. You gotta play at 21 or 31. Gotcha. I never understood it. I just felt like I needed a lower number, and so did whatever I could to kind of guess what I needed or what cards to play.
Hey, look at
but
this.
I never really got it. So
Celebrity right here in my shop. If times
what
because of the Sith.
I'm just curious to see if what she's got for weapons. Ooh, this device enables stealth mode, a camouflage field that hides the user. Opponents must make an awareness check versus the stealth skill of the user or remain unaware of them. Oh, that's cool. Bro, that's kind of crazy. No, it's something that's going to be super nice to have, that's for sure. I mean, I won't get it just yet. So we might have to use these credits on a droid. I don't know for sure. Now I gotta figure out which way it is to go get that droid, or those droid parts. Clinic. Upper City. There's the apartments. Maybe it wasn't the clinic, was it? This is where I get like lost a little bit, and then you guys will just catch me wandering around for 5 minutes before I realize where I'm at or what I'm even doing. He said, let's get you to 5K likes, get the stream up the feed. Let's go, Joe Dirt. Yes, sir. Oh man. I'm gonna head to the clinic. I'm assuming this is where maybe I can get some droid parts. It's locked. Okay. Can I? Got it. Okay, cool.
What are you doing? Don't go in there. That door is for employees only.
The Republic soldiers? Oh, I guess I'm not supposed to go in here? Dude, I don't know if I'm supposed to go in here. I just opened the door.
Nothing. This isn't your concern. Just forget you saw anything, okay?
Oh, tossing a piece of gum again. I'm a friend of the Republic. You can trust me. Persuade threat. Either tell me what's going on or you can explain it to the Sith. Oh, shit. I want to do persuade. Yes.
I'd better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done.
Bet.
Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away.
They're from the ship that we were on earlier. That's crazy.
To care for these men. I wish we could aid you more, but you have my thanks.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here.
Bro.
Since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
They've been finding more soldiers from our wreck at the very start of the game.
I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers.
Dude, this is crazy.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Let's go. He said, "Oh, Bastila, your childhood love." He said the good old days. Dude, yeah, she's a Jedi. It was so cool figuring that one out. It's like you think that you saved her, and then the leader of the Volker crew basically goes back on his deal. It's like, no, they cheated. They had a prototype swoop accelerator. He's gonna go back on his deal and just keep her. And I love the fact that she just fucking popped the cage open with the Force and jumped out.
Welcome back. Are you in need? You
Yes.
have the serum? Impossible. How did you get this? No, wait. I don't really want to know. Can I see it? The serum, I mean? I need to see if there's enough for me to analyze it so I can start producing it in mass quantities.
Oh, bet.
Let me see. Yes, this is it. A cure for the
Yeah,
rat
we
pool
did
disease.
it. We did it.
With this sample, I can make enough serum for everyone.
Yes. I need this.
The
So I
people
was
of
waiting to
Terrace
see
owe
what
you a
would,
debt they can never
what would
repay.
happen here.
Please take this small reward. It isn't much, but it's all I could afford. A few credits and 2 spare med
So
packs.
which site do you prefer? You watch the stream from TikTok or Purple App? Gotcha, Joe Dirt. Dude, honestly, I don't know. Like, I literally, wait. There we go. Whenever I watch streams, I don't know. I've been watching like a ton of YouTube lately. So like for me, it's just been a lot of YouTube live streams. It's just like whatever I'm like actively watching stuff on at the time. Like I'll go in cycles. Like sometimes I'll just start watching stuff on Twitch for entertainment. I'll watch some streams on Twitch. Like I bounce around, man. I'm a little bit on like all of them. Not really Kick. I don't ever watch streams on Kick. I'll say that. But like TikTok, I'll run into them. YouTube, I'll run into them. And that's a lot of times just looking for stuff to watch. So what's best for you? You know, viewership goes towards monetization. I mean, honestly, any of them. Best for me, like I have a lot of stuff integrated. TikTok, I actually have a separate TikTok window opened, whereas like the rest of my apps just come through like the same combined chat part of my streaming software. So like with TikTok, I can see individual events coming through. So TikTok's probably the best, just because I can see the most on TikTok compared to any other app. All right. Ooh. A few credits and 2 spare med packs. Oh, okay. Are you sure you couldn't spare a little extra? A little something extra? Now we're just trying to steal shit off of them? That's hilarious.
I appreciate everything.
I'm gonna take the rewards, man. I'm broke. We gotta get more rewards, dude. So you'll watch my stream from either. Gotcha, dude. Appreciate it, Joe Dirt. Appreciate it, man. I was gonna say between like YouTube and TikTok, that's where I post all my clips. Both those apps, I'm posting clips daily. Twitch, from time to time, I'll upload my my clips to my Twitch story from time to time as well, which I'm not quite as good about doing. Be going now.
Goodbye.
Oh, look at all that. We got XP, we got light side points gained. Dude, let's go. We did lose some items, and we received some items. Yo, I'm just happy to be here and to be finally progressing through this.
If you'd brought that rat ghoul serum to Zax, you would have made it worth your while. But no, you had to go and do the honorable.
Of course, we're doing the honorable thing. What's this man? What's his problem? What's Gurney's problem, man? Get him out of here. Arrest that man. Let's go snitch on him. I'm gonna save my game real quick though. I feel like we made a ton of progress just by talking to a few people. Or what are we at? 6 hours, 43 minutes. Bet. Oh wait.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna auto level her, and then I want to equip armor for her. Okay, here we go. Yep, equip her stuff. Why not? She'll have, yep, she's got her own belt, and she probably runs that lightsaber, doesn't she? Double bladed lightsaber. Look at that. Look at that shit, man. Oh my gosh. I'm jealous. No, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, we've done it. We've done it. That's cool. That's pretty sick. Yo. Yo, what up, JK? Welcome back to the stream, man. It's been a minute, dude. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hopefully I'm not too late seeing your chat come through there. Yo, Joe Dirt came through with 45 bits? Oh, Joe Dirt, I gotta rip the Benjamin now. We gotta celebrate that. That's insane. Holy cow. Dude, I love the fact that YouTube will literally post, hey, this happened on Twitch. That's cool. Dude, let's go, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. What have you been up to, JK? Joe Dirt's going crazy with the bits. My goodness. Was that were you guys hearing the it's almost like speak to text? So nothing really got you, man. Dude, yeah, JK, I don't know if you could tell, but I got started up big time on Star Wars now. I can't remember what I was playing last time I saw you, but there for a long time I was playing nothing but Lord of the Rings games, and now I've made a change on over to Star Wars. So it was pretty much 6 months on Lord of the Rings, and now I'm about to do the same amount of time on Star Wars. Feel insane for doing it. Yeah, this is like an old school Star Wars game. It released, just to give you an idea, it came out on original Xbox, and I believe the game released, I think it was like 2003 on original Xbox, so it's an old game. But I'm basically starting with really old games, and I'm gonna start working up towards like the newer stuff that's out. Yo, Steven Rivera, thank you so much for the like on the live, man. Thank you so much for coming through on the stream, dude. I need to figure out where I even need to go at this point. I gotta go purchase a droid, so we gotta go talk to Janice Null in her upper city shop. Okay, so she's in the upper city. We just gotta go find her. To upper city. I think that was actually it. Go out, turn left, and just go all the way down. And I think it was another left. Yep. We'll take a double Lucy. I think she might be in the upper city north. We're gonna see. These games didn't do the best job of holding your hand and letting you know like where to go. So you're just kind of like on your own when it comes to knowing where certain people are to talk to for quests and figuring out, or at least remembering like how to get back to them. It's been unfortunate for me because I have terrible memory. Droids by Janice. There it is. That's all I need. Another left and we'll be good. We're gonna be in this giant building down here. You said you look different? I mean, I got a green screen. My hair is also pretty long now. I used to not run like a green screen. I used to do like the full background. I also like rearranged my room and everything, which was pretty cool. Oh man. Bro, like what droid are we gonna get?
Hachu apanki. Mokau dangya foki. Chachiska do punta
You can have it for 2,000 credits. I wanna know what I have. So now we have a droid. Ooh. Okay. We've got an expert droid. Of course. Now we got a Jedi on our team and a droid. Bro, we're set.
Yes?
Yo, we can actually run as the freaking droid. Guys, there's no way, bro. You actually get to play as a droid. I can't believe it. We're just scooting along. This is insane.
Listen to me, people. There is a terrible scourge sweeping on.
Wait. Are we going the wrong way? To Sith base. Okay, cool. I'm not doing the right thing here. I'm gonna, John, thank you so much for the follow, man. Much appreciated over there on TikTok. Let's go, dude. Is it Taurus? I might have been a little late seeing that. Dude, yeah, no, I gotta go ahead and save because I don't know what's gonna happen here. Anytime I feel unsure about something, man, I am just gonna go ahead and save and then go ahead and test whatever it is that I'm unsure about, man. I see likes coming through. Joe Durst coming through over there on YouTube now. Dude, he's like the force going everywhere. Oh shit. Oh, yeah, I see those hearts coming through in the chat. Gosh dang. Okay. I think I'm just good to go ahead, honestly. Hopefully. I don't know. There's a reason I saved. We might die here. Bro, we might die here.
Kavadumpa kapaliamo na pata. Bonanakachu.
Oh man.
Kin kun no ba mule rachi kun. Tong.
I'm here for a meeting, don't worry. I know where I have to go. That work?
Kipuna kakincha na kwa.
You got a deal. The Sith have made my life a living. Oh, that's all it took was 50 credits. Dude. Oh shit. That's like all it took. Oh, now she's like, I hope someone stands up against these. Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. Well, she'll do anything for 50 credits. That's nuts. I'm gonna do another quick save. Because once again, I'm gonna try something, and if it kills me, at least we have this save that we can kind of fall back on. Alright, let's test this out again. So this game is so peak, way ahead of its time. Is this your yeah, Joe? Dude, it's my first ever playthrough on the game. This is probably the oldest Star Wars game I've ever played, if I'm being honest. I think I played Star Wars. It was Star Wars: The Clone Wars. That was the earliest one I had ever played, and I thought maybe KOTOR came out before this game did. This is what I played as a kid. But like KOTOR, I never did play. I didn't even know about it, man. And then I heard stuff on it not too long ago, and yeah, as soon as I made that switch over to Star Wars, I started doing more research on it, and I was like, "Yep, that's what I'm gonna start my whole marathon or saga journey with." Is just starting it off with KOTOR. People in this game a lot of the time, you might want to go back 30 minutes. Damn. Gotcha. Dude, I just, anytime I'm unsure, man, I'm just like, all right, save. If I think I'm about to die, save. Sometimes there's moments where I'm a little late to it. I'm hitting save, but then instantly dying. And I think, oh, maybe I can still manage to get out of that fight, out of that battle, or do something if it's too late. But a lot of times I have to go back to the last save before that. Definitely, it's been a little bit of a learning curve, but just because we're so spoiled with autosave now in modern day games. I don't think there's anything we can do here. I just don't understand what else I'm supposed to do here. I mean, surely there's something I can do here. Take turrets offline. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What am I doing? Take turrets offline. Take sentry droids offline. Actually, this will be sick, dude. Upload area schematics. Log out? I think that's all we gotta do. Oh boy. Well.
What can I do?
There we go. She got, ooh, stun droid. Force aura. Oh my gosh. Yo, I'm pumped.
Yes.
Bro, that is so cool playing as her. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck. Okay. There we go. Remains. Yep. We're gonna loot. Oh, let's go. We got med packs. What else we got? Bro, we need more loot. Cover mine. This will be my first time actually doing that. I don't really know what happened when I recovered it, but it seemed to hurt me. Let's get our loot real quick, because we might get some med packs and stuff like that. We're gonna need, okay, we got repair kit for our droid, bet. I'm assuming it's for our droid. And then let's grab him. Let's do it. Now we're gonna hack into this thing. System commands. Nope, there's nothing there. Not actually anything we need. Okay.
What?
I do need to rerun some heals real quick. Where's that med pack? Oh, we got so many med packs now. It also takes us a lot more to heal up too. We increased our vitality through toughness. The Sith are going to execute me for removing the Sith corpse from your apartment complex. Please help me get out of this cage. Alright. Switch all the panels on the wall to the red off position. They'll be released. It's not as simple as it sounds. Switching a panel will also switch the panel beside it. Okay. Cool. So it might be like a little puzzle that we gotta do. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. Oh shit. No way. Ha, we got it. Okay. It's gonna take as long as I thought it was going to. Dark side. No. I didn't want one. I didn't mean no. I love this. Guess what? We're gonna get light side points. Like. So like you can literally save before big decisions, and then it's like, oh, you make the decision that you didn't want it to, that you didn't want to kind of, you didn't want to buff out or boost that specific category or area, then you can go back through it.
I'm here.
Sure.
Yo, Matt G coming through with the follow. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. So this game is peak, yes sir. Actually need to log out, get my droid over here. There we go. I'm gonna splice the computer. System commands, turrets offline, yes. Sentry droids offline, yes. And then we are, I guess we'll do that too. Then we just hop out of this. There we go. Yeah, dude. So Matt, I recently switched over to grinding just pretty much strictly Lord of the Rings games. Now, like there for about 6 months, I was on Lord of the Rings, so it was nothing but Lord of the Rings games. Played through and beat most of them, and it's crazy, but after it took me 6 months before I started to get really like burnt out on the stuff, and so I was like, all right, it's about time to switch it up. 6 months is a good amount of time, and yeah, dude, switched on over to Star Wars. Figured I'd start everything off with Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. We're gonna disable this mine, so it. Last time we recovered it, and the gas kill was hurting us pretty bad. We're still gonna get that loot. All right, let's open the next door. Okay, this is where we got a big decision to make, and I'm gonna save here so we can just get right into this chat. So I accidentally, I picked something that went towards like my dark side points, and I didn't mean to. I want to do a light side build, so. Said you grew up with KOTOR games. They're some of your all-time favorites. Dude, bet. See, for me, that was like That's been Battlefront 2. Like, I'll play Battlefront 2 Kyber, which is just like online modded servers, basically, for Star Wars Battlefront 2. And dude, that's like something I go back to from time to time. It's just fun, even if you're just running co-op against AI. Please have pity on me. But you not to leave me here, just set all the panels on the wall to the red off position to release me? Is that so much to ask? So I'm assuming we don't want to release them. Gave me dark side points when I did. So you've seen some stuff about Battlefront 2 Kyber, but you don't have a PC. Gotcha, man. I gotcha. Dude, yeah, no, it is so cool, man. It's like a whole nother experience. It feels like a Battlefront 3. Just with the amount of like new stuff in it that you couldn't experience in base game. Got loot. Oh, you freaking idiots, bro. God dang it. Bro, why is she just charging into everyone? Come on now. Okay, so power attack, counter, we'll go regular, regular. Get some moves off. No, screw it. Let's run it. Come on now. Oh, she just died? She just died. Come on now. Come on now. Run it, dude. Run it. Run it. Oh, we're just wiping them. Dude. We're just clearing them. We just cleared them. You seen some old stuff? Oh, never mind. I'm just rereading the same thing. Dude, yeah, this is... I feel like we just wiped them out with our guy. With our character. Everyone else took damage. Don't get me wrong. Splice the computer. Come on. We're gonna get what we need and get out. This is in the barracks. Where's can we switch cameras? Overload in progress. Dude, let's do it. Christian, thank you so much for the like on the live, man. Look at that. We're just shocked them all. Dude, we're shocking people now. I'm gonna my main, there's nothing in there for me to activate. Okay. Reception, we were already there. Control center. We are here now. Elevator. What the hell is that thing? And it's got a shield, bro. My goodness. Oh. We got 3 computer spikes. Yeah, we can't do shit. That thing looked freaking insane, though. Oh my gosh.
What can I do?
Well, she's gonna have to heal up. Yeah, probably took way too many. But, okay, so now, this is new to me. I gotta figure out how to repair our droid here. What's that gonna take? Dude, I've never had to repair a droid. Parts? Okay, maybe not. Bro, what? Oh, repair kit? Oh, let's go. That's pretty cool.
What can I do?
Yes?
We're gonna disable this mine. Where's this elevator? Oh, it's way over there, bro. Okay. Just gotta run back here. I know we gotta go to the elevator. Oh, dude, we got so much loot. Alright, now we're gonna save again, because we know something's right here. What? It's an assault droid? Okay. Well, throw some frags, you know?
I'm here.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, what's she gonna run? Okay, bet.
What can I do?
Stunned. Okay. Might run another stun. Flurry. Dude, this is dope. I love this. What else we got running? Do another power, another brief critical strike. Bro, alright. We need heals. There we go. Come on now, take him out. Let's go. I had to like get some heals in. I had to get some other stuff rolling. Sith base. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and save here. I am gonna have to go ahead and hop off though, unfortunately. Since it is getting kind of late here. Guys, so my plan for tomorrow. I will be live once again tomorrow night, guys. It's gonna be right around 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And guys, we're just gonna continue on with KOTOR. What up, Connor? Thank you so much for coming through, dude. You said first third age, now KOTOR? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah. I switched over to I'm basically switching over to like all things Star Wars now. So I'm starting off with I've got 3 games here already. So here's what we're starting with, man. Knights of the Old Republic 1. And then we're going to go to 2, obviously. Right? Play the first 2. And then I currently have Star Wars The Clone Wars in. So right now, these are like my only 3 Star Wars games that I currently have in, at least for my original Xbox. So that's pretty much like what I'm rolling with to kind of start. And yeah, dude, yes, that's another one I need to get. Ooh, I got another game too. Let me grab it real quick. It's back here. Oh man, where was it? Oh, there's another. I lied. I found another game. Connor, that I completely forgot about, and I don't know how I can forget about it. Episode 3. This game was legendary. Like, I played the shit out of this as a kid. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith on original Xbox. But like, this is another one on original Xbox. So really, that's 4. But yeah, dude, I need to get Republic Commando. I've got this Star Wars Clone. I think it's Star Wars Clone Wars. Like, I don't know if it was Clone Wars Republic Heroes or something. It was a Xbox 360 release. But it was focused on the Star Wars Clone Wars animated series. So like, that's another game I've got. I don't have Star Wars Obi-Wan. Dude, is that wait. Was that a game? Hold on. Let me look that up. Obi-Wan? That was an actual like video game? Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Hold on. I can get it renewed on Amazon for $30. Maybe not. The Fate of a Jedi, the Destiny of a Galaxy. LucasArts Entertainment Company presents Star Wars Obi-Wan. What year did that release? Wait, I thought it was gonna be like $30, bro. It's showing like $71 on Amazon as a renewed game. It says a launch title for the original Xbox. Gotcha. Dude, that's crazy. Hold on. Dude, I'll pull it up on my, I think I got like a window capture somewhere. Here it is. Yep, I got it right here. This is what I'm looking at. This old cover. But yeah, dude. Okay, that's for sure one I've got to get then. But look at that price, bro. $71, man. If I can type. There we go. Oh, here it is. Renewed. This was like $30. This isn't bad at all. 58% off. New price $71. Now $29.93. Oh, now they're selling it for normal price. Is that what they're saying? But yeah, no. That's sick though. Yeah, because I got this Star Wars Clone Wars pretty damn cheap too. But this is, what year is this? Does it even have a year? I'm wondering like the release year. It does look pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. You run as like a young Obi-Wan. You're literally Obi-Wan Kenobi, but like as a Jedi Knight. That's cool. Or he's like a Padawan. That is so cool. It's a real, oh my gosh. Like I gotta play that at some point. No, that's gonna be really cool. I need to like look some more stuff up on that. Dude, that's yeah. That was your very first Xbox game and Star Wars game. Gotcha. You still have a copy and you're glad that you got it before now at that price. Dude, yeah, no, I'm glad I found that though. Thank you so much for coming through on those likes over there on YouTube. Let's go, guys. But yeah, dude. So I do plan on being back up. Oh, that's my Twitch chat. But yeah, anyways. So I do plan on being back up tomorrow night, right around 7:30 p.m. Central Time. His lightsaber combat is controlled by stick. Dude, that actually sounds really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Could like stick controlled combat, it sounds kind of dope. Like that sounds like how it should almost be. But yeah, anyways, I do need to go ahead and hop on out of here. So yeah, I'll be live again tomorrow. I am currently live on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and TikTok. I'm posting clips daily on YouTube and TikTok. But yeah, all you guys have to do is look up iAchieve or iAchieve You guys will find me. And hey, more KOTOR tomorrow night. I'm just gonna keep grinding this thing until we beat it, and then we go right into KOTOR 2. And then after that, I'm probably gonna roll into like one of these other games I got. And I don't know if you guys are doing it too, but I am binge watching every single Star Wars movie and show in chronological order off camera. So like every night I'm trying to watch a different movie or show. So I went through the Acolyte, got all the way through the Acolyte. This whole weekend I binge watched those those shows. And then I started in on the Phantom Menace, and I'm about halfway through. They just escaped from the very first time that they meet with Darth Maul, which is dope. We got young Anakin Skywalker, and I can't wait. But yeah, dude. Yeah, no, I've been doing that off camera. Been trying to get through all of those. I wish there was a way I could watch those on stream with you guys. But I don't think it's possible. So far, I'm just going to be binge watching that stuff off camera, and there's so much to get through, so much stuff to watch, which I love. I like Disney for that, Disney Plus. But yeah, no, anyways, guys, I'm going to hop out of here. I appreciate you guys for stopping by the stream once again, and we're going to get right back to it tomorrow night. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow night then. Everyone have a great night.